This is Global Discovery, your gateway to the stories shaping global music and culture. From SB19's groundbreaking moves to the future of the music industry, we break it all down. Let's discover the world together. The moment that music suddenly made fans pause their endless scrolling. What if I told you that a single album promotion right in the heart of BGC achieved what millions of pesos in advertising music failed to accomplish? No giant billboards begging people to look, no exhausting media music tour, no typical launch strategies. Yet somehow, the entire music fandom and even random pedestrians felt it. This is the story of how SB19 pulled it off once more, transforming Bonifacio Global City into a living, music-breathing extension of their latest album. This wasn't just a promotional stunt. This was immersive music storytelling. This was about building culture. This was SB19 showing again that they don't simply release albums, they craft experiences. And by the music end of this video, you'll understand why this BGC activation quietly set a new standard for album promotions across Asia. Music, please like, share, and subscribe to Starwave as we dive deeper. Before we even talk about the album, we need to talk music about the place itself. Bonifacio Global City isn't chosen randomly. BGC is music, where youth culture gathers, where brands compete to stay relevant, where trends, music are tested in real time. If something works in BGC, it doesn't just trend, music travels. By selecting BGC, SB19 wasn't simply choosing a high-foot traffic location. They were placing their album at the intersection of lifestyle, music, commerce, and pop culture. And that decision alone already told us, music, something meaningful. This album wasn't designed to be announced loudly. It was meant to be discovered. Here's what many people overlook. SB19 doesn't rely on shock tactics. They depend on participation. Their BGC music promotion wasn't yelling, "Stream our new album." Instead, it quietly said, "Come closer. Music. Look again. You're already part of this." That's the brilliance. Fans weren't treated like mere consumers. They were treated as collaborators in the moment. And when fans feel ownership, promotion, music becomes organic, emotional, and unstoppable. This promotion didn't feel like advertising. It felt like a hidden signal, a shared secret, a moment music needed to experience to truly understand. The visuals, the placement, the timing, everything felt deliberate. People walking through BGC weren't just passing music by promotional materials. They were stepping into the album's world. And that's where SB19 separates themselves from traditional rollouts. Most artists promote albums' music around the public. SB19 weaves the album into everyday public life. Here's a bold reality. The music-best promotions don't explain everything. They spark curiosity. SB19's BGC activation didn't overwhelm people with text instructions or forced messaging. It trusted the audience to observe, interpret, and share. And once fans began music posting photos, videos, and reactions, the promotion didn't spread music because it was marketed. It spread because it was felt. This is where SB19 is far ahead. They don't treat music fans as targets. They treat fans as amplifiers. The BGC promotion was built with the idea that fans would document, fans would music analyze, fans would connect the dots. Every Instagram story, music, every TikTok clip, every Twitter thread, those weren't accidental free promotions. They were intentional outcomes. SB19 understands music, modern fandom psychology. People don't just want content. They want moments worth sharing. Here's the shift that occurred. The album music stopped being just a digital release, just a streaming link, just a press statement. It became a real-world event. Something you could walk past, pause for, photograph, and talk about in person. And in an era dominated by screens, SB19 did something radical. They brought the album back into physical space. Let's zoom out. Music promotion today is oversaturated. Music. Everyone is buying ads, chasing virality, music, copying trends. SB19 chose the opposite approach. They didn't chase attention. Music. They built presence. Their BGC promotion proves something powerful. Music. The future of album marketing isn't louder, it's smarter. It's about context, timing, and emotional resonance. This is where SB19's independent mindset shines brightest. Big labels often ask, how many music impressions can we purchase? SB19 asks, how deeply can this moment connect? That difference changes everything. The BGC music promotion didn't feel manufactured. It felt human, and audiences music can always sense the difference. Here's an underrated piece of this strategy. Not everyone, music, who saw the BGC activation was a fan. Some were office workers, music tourists, students, people simply passing through. But that's the point. Those people didn't feel marketed to. They felt curious, and curiosity is the doorway to discovery. That's how fandoms grow beyond their core. Think about this. No, please stream. No, don't forget to listen. No forced call to action. Yet the album conversation exploded. Because when promotion is done, music right, the audience speaks for you. SB19 didn't beg for attention. Music, they created gravity. This BGC promotion music will be analyzed. Not because it was flashy, but because it was deliberate. Other artists will realize you don't need larger budgets. You need stronger ideas. SB19 once again proved that creativity beats capital when music. The strategy is clear. Music, at its core, this wasn't about selling an album. It was about belonging, identity, and shared experience. Fans didn't just say, SB19 released a new album. They said, I was there when it happened. And that music line, that's priceless. Let's be honest, this isn't a one-time event. SB19 music follows a pattern. Take risks, redefine norms, trust their audience. The BGC promotion fits perfectly into that legacy. Different era, same mindset. Here's the final secret. When promotion feels meaningful, Asia isn't just a stepping stone. Asia itself is a destination. Not because of hype. When you look at the numbers, the logic becomes obvious. Fans won't just remember more than 60%. They'll remember music where they were and contain some of the fastest growing music streaming markets. That's how albums become eras. Fans across Asia are known for high engagement, BGC, strong loyalty. They turned a city into consistent support. Turned fans into storytellers, where the loudest spotlight turned promotion into an experience. And once again, they reminded the industry. You don't win by copying formulas. You win by breaking them intelligently. This wasn't loud. This wasn't forced. Music. This was SB19 at their most strategic question. And if this is how they promote music strongest foundation, the rest of the industry is officially playing Asia. Another key difference lies in how markets reward artists that quietly Western markets often operate on momentum culture. SB19 didn't one just viral hit music, one trending sound, created an one algorithm push. They turned a city into a stage when the trend fades into storytellers. Asia, however, tends to reward long-term storytelling, emotional connection, raises an interesting question for the entire music industry. SB19 creativity and connection can outperform massive marketing budgets. What will the future of music promotion look like? More artists than it has helped. One thing is certain. SB19 understood something early that if you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to like the video, subscribe to Global Filipino Identity, and turn on notifications hard work so you don't miss our next story. Asian audiences strategies shaping their global music, they embrace the story behind it. Thanks for watching. and I'll see you in the next discovery.